My friends, I'm in Clarksdale, Arizona. And what's interesting about this town, it was one of the first company mining towns. Company means that is a company, and also I guess some of the miners could actually take ownership into corporate to it is through stock or something, which is kind of neat. The guy whose name is Clarksdale, and he developed this thing. There's actually Jerome that's right up there. He had a mansion up above Jerome. I actually did a YouTube on that earlier. But in Jerome, they did copper, and copper was back then very valuable because it's being used for a lot of manufacturing growth. You know what I mean? So it probably even ran close to silver. You know, silver is a rare element. There's a lot of value in copper because, my goodness, this whole town was built off of copper and the miners and stuff like that, right? So, but anyway, so that's the history of this. I guess this guy was a multimillionaire. I don't know whether he's good or bad. I don't know. But anyway, he actually had a mansion that actually had in-wall vacuuming, which is interesting back in the 1800s. That's rare. So basically, you take a hose and you plug it into any outlet and then start vacuuming your house. And actually, my grandparents had that in the 70s in their house in Montrose, Colorado. I'd never seen it. It was rare, but it worked pretty well because you had a hose and you just plug it in, and so you just move a hose around versus a vacuum. The suction wasn't bad. You didn't have a lot of you didn't have any spinning things, but with today's technology, you can make that thing just probably incredible and suck it. So you use a hose with a high-powered vacuum, and they had it in their basement, and it worked great. But it used to always freak me out, like, why are the walls sucking and vacuuming? So, but anyway, so he actually had this in the 1800s, which is amazing. Okay, so I'm going to focus on this. That this is what really freaked me out because I told you that I'm a street fighter for the Father and Lord and the good side and angels and all this, right? So they're actually light buildings, peoples, and places and things so that I can see whether it's safe or if I have to use caution. There's going to be some demons or just a dangerous building it's got some spiritual history to it that's kind of dangerous, or possibly lost souls. Okay, lost souls still hanging around or somebody trying to cause problems. Okay, so that's the thing is so I can read buildings, places, and things like this and people within, and they do this, not me. It's just like reading a book. Okay, so I appreciate, thank you other side for to doing this for me because they do it, not me. So I'm just like they present it, and it's like a light. I can't explain like people. It's kind of like a light, like their soul lights up, and I can say, oh, that's a person I can trust. That's a Christian, this and that, or that building is kind of like. I mean, I've seen churches that have been dark. I can see the way they're showing me that church. Like, woof, like I don't want to step in that church because it's been taken over really bad by evil forces, satanic beast system, whatever. Okay, so this one right here, they said the building is fine. I've been looking at this right here. This building here is fine. I have no issues. I can walk in, walk out, no issues, but it's closed anyway. What's funny about this is that, but see by numbers, which is interesting because this is actually something I can read visually. 909A, which is interesting because 9 and 9 is actually God's number. They claim, 666 upside down 9. You get it? So 9 is actually what Satan turned God's and turned it upside down, right? So you got 909. You can wipe out the 0, so it's 99A. So if you're a number coder, which I'm not, it'd be interesting to know what your thoughts are on this. Okay, so we got 99. But here's what's really blows your mind. So I got this thing where 911, like the twin towers coming down. Look at this. 911. I thought, God, that should be evil, man. That's terrible. But they're showing me spiritually, lighting this thing up, that this door, this building is fine. So I'm like, what? So I'm kind of confused. I was confused, right? Guess what? So you don't want to be around 911, the Twin Towers. It says, please use other door. Okay. So you want to walk into the Twin Tower, the building, and all that disaster, right? So so that is funny. You don't want to go through the 911 door. That's anything. See, 909A. Well, that door, somebody's in there. So, they're in that door, right? Oh, Coors Light. That's from Colorado. So I always like to look at Coors Light, right? Okay. Not that I drink it. That's the closest beer to Colorado because they have a Coors Brewery. So you're walking down here. Guess what? That's what's funny about this. So you come down here, and then it's 911 and a half. So you need to tell me what that is. Half of that whole tragic event where the world changed. You said the world will be changed for after 911, right? The tragedy. So look at this, 911 and a half. Sorry, I'm swinging the cell phone. I got to quit doing that. So when I start talking with my hands. 911 and a half. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I mean, seriously. Well, not cool. I mean, it's not funny what happened in the World Trade Center, but it's interesting. 9.5, because we never thought about fractions. Nobody ever talks a lot about fractions in gematria code or this and that. It's always whole numbers and real numbers versus irrational numbers and stuff like that. Okay. So I'm actually going to do so Main Street here. I'm going to look at this building here. This is showing me that it's probably. Let me look here. Yeah, it's probably okay too. Sometimes I find one that's just really bad. Let's see, this one. This one's kind of in between here. Yeah, you kind of. It's like in between. You know, it's kind of like not necessarily evil, not necessarily good. Kind of just sitting right in the middle here. I don't know what that means. Why? You know, it's kind of like seeing somebody who might be bipolar, somewhat good, somewhat bad, depending on the day or something. 917. I don't know. It's 9 with 1 the God, 1 and 7 the Lord. I don't know. So I'm going to see if I'm going to go fast. I'm starting to do this recording. You're like, well, this is a boring one, Kirk. But I hope you're liking this adventure because I like to do things on the fly and look. Now, I picked up buildings where people had murdered and the one next door wasn't. And they're like, well, how did you see this? Same thing with this one. This one is right in between, you know, depending on the maybe evening, the set, whatever. So I don't know. Okay. Now that one over there, I'd like to know more about it because that one's kind of really not good. I don't know what that is. Yeah, this one across the street. I'm gonna zoom in because I don't want to walk all the way over there. And it's not even a building. I wonder what's going on over there. They're telling me that one's not good. Okay. I don't even know what it is. I'll walk over there real quick. Now, if I talk to somebody, they might say something has happened here. I don't know. Yeah, see, they're telling me that's no good. I wonder what that is. Something historical. Something happened here. You know, I don't know how long this building's been here. What's the name of it? Delicios. Delicious food. Sucasa. Well, that's Hispanic. It's your house, the delicious food. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know. Tell me it's not really the best place for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to stop this because I'm way down the street. Oh, I'm doing a thing called the jail trail. So I'm going to see what the jail trail's about, right? Because I had in an earlier video, Jerome, that's right up here, and that's where we had those spiritual apparitions and things on the wall of an old jail. I mean, it is amazing. So, you know, I thank them on the side too for that. It isn't real. So that was like, boy, that was like last fall, okay? Because I haven't been through even near this area since then. From a distance here. Sorry, I'm breathing heavy again because I'm walking. Probably got some altitude going on here too. It's actually increased the altitude from coming from the Phoenix area. So anyway, so I'm gonna stop this, I guess, because I don't see anything else. That building there is okay. That one would tell me that it's kind of no, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. That one there. I'm trying to, you know, I mean, on the left here, that notice I told you earlier. I'm trying to describe that. There's no issue there. So we'll go down here by these buildings and get out of here. It's getting late, and I was gonna drop in Jerome, but it's getting so late, and I think that I want to do more investigation. I did a lot up there in Jerome. Probably something I missed. There's the old building here. This is the museum across the street. I'll be fast at this because I know you want to sit here and watch me investigate everything. Alright. Copper. Yeah, look at this. There's actually true copper in here. See that copper? The green. That's copper. Yeah, you've ever seen that? When copper gets exposed to oxygen, it turns green. But then it's got that nice bronze copper tone when it's been shined. So I wonder if that means anything to anybody. It'd be interesting to know with oxidization of things, if it has something spiritual that a creator and the other side's trying to tell us. Yeah, we need oxygenated. But so I'm breathing heavy. I can fall very retarded listening breathe heavy. Man, I tell you, this altitude, I don't know what it is. Oh, it's got some music coming in here. Somebody must be sleeping up there. Yeah, this was the Copper Museum. Yeah, I remember them talking about this thing. Yeah, it must be the owners. I think somebody bought this thing and moved in. But it's just awesome. Clarksdale, oh, see. I'm almost going to do a Superman. Sorry, I was holding the phone now. I forget that. I'm trying to record this at the same time. Clarksdale, 1928. High school. Could you imagine walking back in the 1920s watching this high school? I bet it's probably pretty cool, the dresses and stuff like that, and the way they had stuff. I bet it was kind of cool, man. I didn't even say man. Sorry about that. I bet it was really neat. Because that was back in the day before this place got all weird and cruddy and disgusting, right? I'm going to see if there's any spiritual stuff in the tree, but yeah, we have one right here. You can see that. Got some kind of facial operation right there in the trunk of that tree. Or I mean, not the tree, but the cutoff. So, there's that one that I have down here where it has some guy's face on the brick. And I'm still laughing today about this. It ain't funny. It has like this guy. It looks like, I mean, I don't know if you've seen it. I mean, I laughed so hard when I saw it, when I did that filming, that spiritual thing. Oh my goodness. It made me crack up. I mean, seriously. It was the most hilarious face I've ever seen. It's so funny. So look back. I think it's called, I mean, I can't remember what it is. It has a guy who's like, it's not about his race black. It looks like he's like, you know, a hipster-dooster black guy standing there, and he has like this blue and white hair and stuff, and it has his eye, and his left eye's taken out with even a little concrete piece. I mean, that was like 8 months. You have to go through all my videos, and I'm just laughing my butt off at that one. Anyway, this is gonna be long, so it takes me long to the episode, but I shut it off. I'm still laughing about it because I said, "You gotta be kidding me! I've never seen such artwork on a piece of brick." So I'm gonna try to do another video of the jail trail to see what that is. It might be just a trail of nothing, because I don't even know if there's any old historical architecture there, right? So anyway, God bless and love you all.